printing. In the 21st century, the scene of a crime is often the hard disk of a computer. Suspects' hard drives are routinely seized or cloned.
What we do on occasion is either go in and use these devices to make an exact copy of the suspect's hard drive and then bring it back here for analysis.
They think they're protected by this screen, but it's pretty much, it's like chasing the invisible man. Even the invisible man leaves a footstep or two, a footprint or two, and you follow along.
The explosion of online outlaws has prompted the NYPD to beef up its computer crime squad. It's now the force's fastest growing team.
Hey, let's go get bad guys. After you.
But as fast as the digital detectives deploy their hardware, the Black Hat hackers have developed software which helps them scan for security holes and vulnerable systems, day and night.
I scan networks 24 hours a day. I have a computer sitting at the flat on a clock basis that dial up using 4 different phone lines and look for codes for me, and I come back, get in, see what they found, and you're going to find that security hole that nobody else will find, and you will get in and you will exploit that, and they will never catch you.
To keep up with the Black Hats, every morning the White Hats at the Internet Security Services Global Threat Team hook up for a live briefing. They share intelligence on hacker activity worldwide with colleagues across the globe and at the FBI.
Attack or prevent legitimate traffic from being executed on the server by means of the FTP.
They need to stay in constant contact as new vulnerabilities appear which they know hackers will find and exploit.
Anything more than like 2 megabytes, it's going to crash on the spot.
Once briefed, they agree on the level of threat the Internet and its users face from hackers in the next 24 hours.
Okay, great. So we'll notify everybody that we'll stay at 1-1.
Are we at 1-1?
We're at 1 right now.
This morning, they've set the alert con level at a routine level 1. But even at this level, they calculate that any new computer that is not defended when it goes online will be attacked in less than a day.
At AlertCon 1, an unprotected computer will be compromised within 24 hours of connecting it to the Internet.
20 years after Captain Zapp changed the clocks at AT&T, Dennis's team is fighting off hacker attacks at the rate of 2 a second. At the heart of corporate America, fear of hacker attacks has given birth to a new profession. Brian Holyfield is a 26-year-old with a different kind of Wall Street career. He's an ethical hacker. He and his team spend their days being paid to try to break into the computers run by some of the biggest names in the Fortune 500. They are called the Tiger Team.
A Tiger Team is a group of computer security professionals that a company hires to try and break into their networks from the Internet. And the reason they do this is that they want to make sure that they can identify all the potential security issues. That way they can minimize the risk of someone that's an enemy of the company, for example, doing the same thing.
They call themselves ethical hackers, the most angelic of the angels. But on a daily basis, Brian is paid to lie and cheat his way into whatever information he can find. Today, with the blessing of his client's boardroom, Brian gets ready to become Will the Hacker.
Hi, Jim. This is Will Rogers over in IT. How are you? Doing good, doing good. You got a couple minutes, or did I interrupt? Is this a bad time? Okay, great.
Brian's mission is to get unsuspecting employees to reveal their passwords.
We're doing a quick survey.
He tells them he's from their own IT department. He's pretending he's checking that their passwords are suitable for changes planned for their network.
For each of those, you've got to remember a separate user ID.
None of it's true.
It's really designed to make your life a little bit easier. So,
surprisingly, the technique frequently bears fruit.
The way we're going to implement this system, it might restrict the type of characters, whether it's letters or numbers that you can use. So for example, what exactly is the password that you're using? And I'll see if it'll actually work with the system we're going to implement. Okay.
Brian has successfully convinced numerous employees to hand over their passwords.
All right, bye-bye.
He can now use them to unlock the company's secrets.
You can do a lot of damage with the information that we see, and there's a lot of privileged information that we see on a day-to-day basis. So you've really got to have a strong sense of ethics. We could obtain, let's say, access to a company's credit card database. Well, you know, your typical hacker out there is going to take the credit cards and try and sell them somewhere and make a profit off of it. We're not. We're just going to document how we were able to obtain access to that information. We're going to recommend to our clients how to fix it.
The emergence of ethical hacking as a morally upright way to earn a living amuses Captain Zapp. But it's a job he'd happily do for nothing.
The money is kind of just the icing on the cake to all of it. The money pays for the toys that you get to buy. Hacking is actually the best reward. But being paid to be allowed to commit crime is absolutely genius and American.
It's a lot tougher than one would think. I mean, you know, trying to keep a straight face and trying to lie is not that easy for someone who's pretty honest.
Ethical hackers don't have the mindset. They are above board, nice people. You hire an evil, rotten son of a bitch if you want a job done. Right? It comes down to this. Dirty deeds done really expensive. And that's the way it should be. You know, learn to hire the thief to tell you how to steal something. Don't hire a cop.
But 70% of hacker attacks are never reported to the police. Instead, many of the biggest businesses turn to Alan Brill. He's a former intelligence officer who runs the high-tech crime team at the world's largest private detective agency, Kroll.
I'm on the way. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Day and night, Alan's team is poised with mobile hacker detection kits, helping corporations stop the hackers and keep the break-ins quiet.
We work for the corporation. We can help them to understand without having to go to government. Once you go to government, they really control the case. Will they take the case? Who's going to prosecute it? What publicity will there be about it? In this day and age of volatility in the markets, that's not always something you want to take a chance with. But you can't afford not to know what happened.
Their job is to out-hack the hackers. Breaking passwords, cloning hard drives, seizing suspect drives. Alan's computer forensics team is made up of people who could easily have turned their own talents to hacking.
There's a difference. The difference is this. I think the typical computer forensic specialist is somebody that has that skill set, but whose moral compass has rusted on good.
They may be on the side of the angels, but keeping quiet about hacker attacks suits some other white hats too. The system administrators who guard most computer networks often choose to keep their own bosses in the dark when they discover the black hats have scored a hit.
Absolutely. There's a lot more that goes on. A lot of people, you know, job security and fear that, you know, if their boss found out that they left a vulnerability open in the system, upper management might not understand.